Well, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan joins us now, and Bob, we should find our coats if you haven't already.
I think so, absolutely. Tomorrow's going to be cool, but I think Wednesday will be the coldest day of them all, with temperatures only in the low 60s for highs. That's Florida cold, right? It's not too bad. It's bearable compared to what they've had already over the Northeast and throughout the Great Lakes. A beautiful photo despite the clouds and showers that were around. This one from Anna Maria. Rob getting this gorgeous sunset. Appreciate that. And you can see the rainfall still out there in places, but not a lot, not very heavy. So expect some light rainfall overnight. And it looks as though we'll see that rain clear out of here just in time for drop off tomorrow for school. Should not be a problem. It should not be an issue as far as any rain goes tomorrow. We will see an issue, though, with temperatures hanging right about where the low is tomorrow and then staying that way throughout most of the day. It's one of those days the temperature's not going to warm up much due to that strong north to northwest wind, and it's going to be a very windy day, especially in the afternoon and evening when winds will pick up to about 20 miles an hour, gusts as high as 30, I believe. Right now that light rain occurring throughout Manatee County, also near Siesta Key and south. You can see the rainfall estimates. Not a lot of heavy rainfall, but some areas picking up to 1/4 of an inch. Had a report from a viewer in Venice. They had 1/4 of an inch there, and we are looking at not much chance for rain for the rest of the work week, but then the weekend could be a little different. Temperatures already, you can see that cold air, 44 degrees in Pensacola, 45 in Tallahassee, and 51 in Jacksonville. That's where the colder and drier air has settled in so far. That'll be moving in our direction throughout the early morning hours. Right now, it's not too bad out there temperature-wise. Into the upper 60s, the Gulf water temperature at 75. Northport, you're at 70. You had some rain earlier today. That rain is still possible, as I said, overnight. Dew point temperatures really tell the story, too. Dew point temperatures all into the 30s now over the Panhandle. We're still into the mid-60s here. So we have another reinforcing shot of drier air and cooler air settling in, despite the fact our winds have switched around to a northwesterly direction, indicating that cold front has passed. Breezy and cool tomorrow. High temperatures only around 65 degrees. We'll see some clouds around tomorrow morning, those low stratocumulus clouds due to that colder air moving over the warmer waters of the Gulf of Mexico. By Tuesday afternoon, we'll top out at 64. Our lows tonight will be right around 60 degrees to start things off, and then looks like we go through Wednesday morning, well, temperatures into the mid-40s, and with a north wind at that point at around 10 to 15 on Wednesday morning, it could feel more like in the 30s at that point, and then we'll only warm to around 60 degrees for a high on Wednesday. So yes, indeed, for Florida standards, that is a pretty chilly forecast this early in the season. 69 right now. Humidity at 90%. The winds have switched to the northwest at 7. The high today, you can say goodbye to the 80s for a while. We were at 81. We'll be back to that 81 degree reading, I think, as early as Saturday, though. Nationally, what's happening? Well, that cold air is over the Great Lakes now into the 20s and 30s there in Detroit and Columbus, but 11 in Bismarck, 26 in Rapid City, and 20 in Omaha, 35 in Oklahoma City. So you can see temperatures are pretty cold across most of the U.S. Even in Atlanta right now, it's 28 degrees there and 34 in Macon. The highs tomorrow will warm into the 20s across much of the upper Mississippi Valley. Minneapolis, 24. A little bit warmer in New York and in the nation's capital at 45 degrees. Atlanta gets up to only 42. That massive winter storm is still taking shape and still causing problems from Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, but it's mainly rainfall now in New York, and we have still some winter watches and advisories up for parts of the Northeast, but not nearly as many as we saw just 24 hours ago. So much cooler tomorrow, mid-60s. A small craft advisory is in effect. Strong winds out of the northwest. Windy and cold on Wednesday. Highs only in the low 60s, but notice we'll start off pretty chilly Friday morning. We'll warm to 77 and then warmer still with a chance for showers, especially late Saturday and into early Sunday. Jacqueline?
All right, Bob. Thank you.